Well, we are keeping an eye on storms this evening. Another line of storms is forming off to the west of the Triad itself, off towards portions of Yadkin County into Stokes County. We even have some storms reaching up into Rockingham County and into Virginia as well. As far as where Bowman Gray is right now, things look in the clear. If you're heading out to Fox 8 Stuff the Bus event at Bowman Gray tonight, that storm or that line of storms is about 12 miles off to the west, closer to that Yadkin Forsyth County line there. Lots of lightning ongoing, as well as some heavy rainfall from Yadkinville to East Bend. And then again, that another round of rainfall ongoing with lots of lightning towards Eden in northern portions of Rockingham County, right between Madison and Eden, and then even up into that southern Virginia line as well. As far as what we're going to be seeing, data has been kind of very great at handling what we've been seeing today. You can see that line as of right now that's been forming. That is expected to technically kind of start to taper off the closer to 7 o'clock we get, but we'll keep an eye on it, especially for those that are going to be at Bowman Gray. The rest of us, we're going to continue to see kind of looks like a lull in activity for the most part, but just keep in mind that scattered showers and thunderstorms are still in the forecast tonight. We do still have a severe thunderstorm watch until 9 o'clock, as well as that flood watch in effect until midnight tonight. It does look like things get a little bit quieter once we get to the later hours of the overnight, and then we start off Sunday nice and quiet as well. We'll see another chance for some spotty showers and thunderstorms into Sunday afternoon, but it does not look nearly as active as we're seeing those storms for us today. Now on to the tropics, because the tropics could bring a little bit of an impact, possible impact for us down the line, depending on what happens with Tropical Storm Debbie. As of 5 o'clock today, that tropical depression number 4 officially became Tropical Storm Debbie with 40-mile-an-hour sustained winds, wind gusts of about 50 miles an hour, still located off the coast of Florida in the Gulf of Mexico. It's going to be moving off to the north, though, as we go through the rest of this weekend. And once we get to Monday, expected to go from tropical storm strength to Category 1 hurricane strength just before making landfall somewhere in Florida. Right now, it looks like it's going to be right along that kind of in between of the peninsula and the Florida Panhandle there. But notice that once we get to Monday, this is 2 p.m. on Monday. Notice how long it takes to get through the southern portion of Georgia. That's 2 p.m. Tuesday, still in Georgia along that coastal portion of Georgia. Start to try and move into South Carolina, but that's now 2 p.m. on Wednesday. So it is expected, Debbie's expected to slow down significantly after making landfall. So that's something that's going to be impacting kind of the flooding potential for those inland once Debbie makes landfall. And then the uncertainty after that, once we get to the later half of the week, is still very high. There's not a lot of consistency with the data, and so that's going to be something that we're going to be keeping a very close eye on, because depending on the track of Debbie, that center of circulation, that could depend on some heavy rainfall for us, some very strong winds, or it could be more so coastal, either way. But again, expected to slow down once Debbie makes landfall. We have that potential for some heavy rainfall and gusty winds. It looks like that higher impact looks to be a little bit closer to the coastline, but we'll keep a very close eye on it, because it's all going to depend on what track Debbie decides to end up taking. But again, we'll keep a close eye on it, especially once it makes landfall. As far as our rain chances go over the next 7 days, upper 80s is what we're looking at temperature wise, but then we see that rain chance start to increase towards the end of the week. That's going to be what we're watching very closely in regards to possibly that Tropical Storm Debbie as it makes its way further inland and kind of slows down along the southeastern portion of the United States.